Good morning from day 2 here on Diamond Princess. It's a sea day.
The first of 3 sea days.
Yes, because we are still avoiding Typhoon Shanshan as we head southeast of Japan out into open ocean as we avoid the storm. So we do have the full 3 days. But since we have enough time now to really explore the ship, we're going to get started today. First with breakfast and some coffee.
Coffee, yes.
And we'll see what the day has to bring. So let's go enjoy first full day here on Diamond Princess. Okay, we found the buffet and it is nice and quiet in here considering it's a sea day. And we both got a little bit of everything to give it a try. Here we go, first day at the buffet. Now toward the rear of the buffet, which is called Horizon Court, you'll find the Horizon Terrace pool, which is the adults only pool right at the aft of the ship. So you can come out here while you're eating, get some good views, or relax at the pool. Okay, we just stumbled across the entrance to Skywalker's nightclub, and any of the Princess ships with a Skywalker's has apparently a really good reputation for being a great venue, but also having some fantastic views. So just a little look around here. And yeah, some of the views are pretty fantastic. Some games being hosted down in the plaza. Okay, we're checking out Club Fusion, which is another huge lounge area. Looks like there's activities hosted here. I think this is where karaoke is hosted too. Another great venue. Always fun to check out where the ship has been. Diamond Princess has been around a while, so it's been lots of places. Alright, we've just been out exploring the ship a bit this morning, and we just settled into Cooner's Bar here for a quick coffee, which we had ordered on the Medallion app. That's the wearable technology where you can order your beverages, food, drinks, whatever you wish, and have it delivered to your location, or you can have it delivered right to your stateroom and schedule it for delivery at a later time. So it's super convenient. So we're going to have our coffee and we'll keep checking out the ship. Okay, we're here at Alfredo's, which is one of the casual dining options that's included in the Princess Plus package. You get 2 casual dining options through the duration of the cruise. It operates out of the Pacific Moon, which is one of the main dining rooms. During lunch between 12 and 1:30 on sea days, it operates as Alfredo's Italian. So we've placed our orders and we'll see how it is. We've got one little stick of garlic bread as a starter here, so we'll see what else comes. Now, most of the shops on board are found surrounding the Grand Plaza. There's plenty here on deck 6. The Santa Fe dining room is one of the main dining rooms here on deck 6, right next to the Pacific Moon. A little peek inside here. Also on deck 6, you'll find the International dining room. As we stroll along deck 7, which is the promenade deck, you'll find the internet support area, the photo studio, and Kai Sushi, which is one of the casual lunch options. Okay, we just came across what could be a fun activity, trying on some traditional Japanese clothing. Okay, we've made our way to the international dining room. It's time for afternoon high tea. Okay, that was fun, and now we've stumbled across the library, which looks pretty well stocked with games and books. Oh, and the all-important art gallery. And they're getting ready for the captain's welcome aboard for tonight. Pouring champagne and taking photos. Alright, we just grabbed a quick bite at the buffet. We weren't heading down to the main dining room for formal night, so that'll do it for dinner for us. But we're heading down now to the main theater for the first main production show of the night called Born to be Wild. So we're going to go check that out now. Good morning from day 3 here on Diamond Princess, our second full sea day as we continue to stay southeast of Japan, out at sea, avoiding Typhoon Shanshan as it makes landfall, which is supposed to occur today. So we'll be watching closely to see how that goes, because fingers crossed we get to make our next port of call in 2 days in Hiroshima. So everyone's anxious to see if that actually happens or if we're going to continue to be diverted. With all these extra sea days, there's been extra time for relaxation, so we took advantage of that last night. Didn't do too much, relaxed in the cabin, but now we're fully rested and ready for day 3. The seas are picking up a bit. Last night was a bit rocky on the ship. Things are creaking a bit, so we're hoping it doesn't get too much more intense than that. But the captain has given us that heads up that there might be some high seas over the next day or so. We're waiting on another update from him today about the weather to see if we're actually going to get back on schedule. But for today, we're going to continue to check out Diamond Princess. It's only our second full day on board, so still lots to check out here on Diamond Princess. So let's go find that all-important morning coffee, and we'll get the day started. But before we get into that, just a little update regarding our cabin. Now we have a standard balcony cabin, and when we arrived on day 1, it was nice and cool. The AC was working, but then through the day, it seemed to get a little warmer, and a little warmer, to the point that it got a bit uncomfortable for sleeping. So we spoke to our stateroom attendant, and he sent a maintenance person to check our AC unit, and apparently everything is working as it should. It was still a bit too warm for our liking, so we talked to guest services, and they were able to confirm that they've done everything they can in terms of the air conditioning in the cabin, but they did offer to send up a fan for the room, which they did right away, and that has helped quite a bit with the temperature and how comfortable it is in the cabin. So just making note of that, because we're sailing obviously in a very hot, humid environment on an older ship. Diamond Princess is 20 years old, and they did mention that there are other cabins experiencing the same thing on this sailing. So just a little note that if you're sailing in that hot environment, older ship, perhaps the temperature control isn't going to be quite what you would desire.
Breakfast time.
Okay, we're just spending a little bit more time in the balcony because it is beautiful out. We just made our way up from the pool deck area, and we stopped at the juice bar, because with the plus package you get premium juices and premium desserts included. So we just picked up a premium juice. This is called the Nutter, and we're going to see if it's worth what would be $12 if you're just buying this without the package, but it's included with the package. So it's a small glass. Is it worth $12? Let's taste it and find out. Okay, chocolate, banana, as expected. $12? I don't think so. Well, we just got our update from the captain, and sadly, we are now being diverted further, and we're not going to make our port in Hiroshima. We're very disappointed. That's one of the ports that we were really looking forward to. But this is the reality with cruising. They can't control the weather. They're going to put our safety first. So the good news is they are working with the port authorities in Japan to try to come up with a replacement port, that will keep us still far away from the typhoon, but still give us another location to head to. So they're going to have an update for us in the morning, that'll be tomorrow, to see about a following day's port. So we're optimistic that we'll get another port to replace Hiroshima, but we are disappointed. So right now that leaves 3 ports after Hiroshima. Luckily this was a port heavy itinerary, so we're hoping we're still going to get something toward the last half of the trip, but right now we are looking at an additional sea day. That'll be our total of 5 days at sea. So we'll see how 5 days off the coast of Japan works out for us. But we're out enjoying the ship and making the best of it. So let's get on with the rest of the day. We walked into something here. Alright, it is beautiful out, so time to go spend some time outdoors. Okay, that's enough time at the pool for now. It is so hot out. But before we go, a little bit of pizza from the pizza joint here poolside. There's actually a bunch of food. There's tacos and whatnot, so lots of included food options right at the pool. And yes, that's pretty good. Alright, we're going to try to take in as much of the ship's entertainment and activities tonight, so instead of going to our later dinner reservation in the main dining room, we're going to head to the buffet for a quick bite to eat, and then we'll see what tonight has to offer. Let's go. A little magic show in the main theater. Alright, we're in Explorer's Lounge for some trivia, and it's trivia about games, so let's see how we do with this.
And I've got 20 questions for you tonight. We have so many
Fail.
onboard activities.
Okay, we're gonna go hang out in Club Fusion for a bit. Apparently karaoke is gonna start in here soon. Good morning from day 4 here on Diamond Princess. We had quite a bit of motion last night. Some waves, I think, crashing against the hull and just some loud bangs and shudders throughout the ship. It's still doing it now. It is another sea day. We are waiting on an update from the captain to let us know if we are going to be going somewhere tomorrow in place of Hiroshima. So with an update on the weather pending and an update on our hopefully next port, we are excited to find out what is next. But for now, we are relaxing in the cabin, and I think we're going to take advantage of the Medallion app and order some coffee directly to our cabin. And then I have a spa treatment for later this morning. So let's get this hopefully relaxing sea day underway. Hopefully the weather continues to improve. So let's get day 4 started and find out where we're heading next. Coffee's here. It only took about 10 minutes from the time we ordered to delivery. Pretty good. Okay, off to the spa. Okay, I was down for a spa treatment, nice and relaxing, and now it's almost noontime, so time to go grab some lunch. Will was feeling a bit under the weather this morning with the motion of the ship the last couple of days, but he's feeling a bit better now. So we're going to head out, grab something to eat, and see what's happening around the ship here on day 4 while we not so patiently wait for an update on where we're actually heading, because there's been no update from the captain yet, and it's now noon. So we're very curious to see where we're actually going. We do know we're still sailing southwest away from Japan, at least from the mainland. So who knows? Let's head out. Okay, a quick lunch at the buffet. I'll try to get a few shots of the offerings here while it's not too busy. Well, we have an update from the captain, and we have a new port to replace Hiroshima. We're still disappointed that we're not going to get to go to Hiroshima, but we're excited that we get to go to a place that was definitely not on our radar, and that is Mikoshima. But we are now scheduled to arrive tomorrow in Miyakishima. It's the southernmost island in the Okinawa. Try it again. And that is the island of Miyakishima, which is in Okinawa. It is essentially Japan's Hawaii. It's a beach destination, and well, that's basically all we know right now because we have no details yet. So you're definitely going to want to subscribe and come explore that with us when we arrive tomorrow. But that's the update. We're going to go now and try to learn a little bit about it so we can plan for our day tomorrow. The unknowns of cruise travel when you're following a typhoon. Dinner tonight in the international dining room. It's Appa night in the Grand Plaza. Here's a little sample of the types of updates about the typhoon we've been getting throughout the cruise so far.
Early afternoon. はい、皆様こんにちは。本日も操舵室より船長み。So as you can see from this picture here, the typhoon is moving slowly, and the position of the ship at the moment is about here in this position. And as you heard from the announcement, we're going towards Mykoshima.
Well, good evening. It is the end of day 4 here on Diamond Princess, and kind of an odd day.
Very.
Willow was not feeling his best this morning. The motion of the ship, which hasn't been extreme, but it's been kind of consistent over the last couple of days, I think played a bit of a toll on you this morning.
It did, but feeling a lot better now. I even went out and had a good dinner tonight at the international dining room.
Yeah, it was good there tonight. It was the food was good. The
waiter was great.
Yeah, the service was really fast, and yeah, no complaints there. We did get confirmation earlier today that we are in Miyakojima tomorrow, which is a small island at the very southernmost side of the Okinawa, the islands that make up Okinawa, heading toward kind of off the coast of Taiwan. It gets pretty close there.
Very close.
So we're excited that we actually get to go to a port tomorrow because today is our 4th day on board. And it was looking kind of iffy on whether or not we'd be ending up anywhere tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're happy. However, they announced that they were working on organizing some shore excursions and that they would be available to book around 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the Princess app. So we were watching and watching, nothing coming through. So then we were like, okay, it's taking too long. Finally, we went down to the shore excursions desk, and sure enough, they did not become available on the app. And they were sold out. You had to be there in person to book them. So there's nothing left for excursions, but we don't really know what there is to offer for us anyway, because it seems like it's mostly like a beach type of environment that we're going to be in, which is not ideal for Mr. Brokenfoot here. So we are going to do a little bit more research on the island, and we're going to head off tomorrow, and I think just do some exploring independently, and we'll kind of figure out what area is best to go to, and it should be fun. Either way, we're getting off the ship, and we'll get some exploring in. So the weather's supposed to be good. It's still very, very hot, and that's likely not going to change tomorrow. For tonight, there's really not a whole lot going on. There's ABBA theme night in the Grand Plaza. And there's something going on in the main theater which wasn't of interest.
Yeah, it's the house band playing tonight, which is good, but yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna skip that tonight. So I think we're going to call it a night overall, get a good night's sleep so we can be up and about. We're hoping to spend a considerable amount of time out and about tomorrow, so we are excited.
Yeah.
We get to get off the ship and be in an actual port in Japan.
Yeah, for the whole day, 8 to 6:30. So
Yeah, so it's a nice long port day. So, and tomorrow we should get an update whether the next day's ports are going to actually occur, because that storm, the typhoon, is still kind of stagnant over Japan. So we're not quite sure how it's going to impact things yet. All that to say, we are excited about tomorrow. We finally get to be in a port in Japan, even though it's one that we totally did not expect. But we'll be bringing it all to you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Now is the time to subscribe, because in our next episode we finally arrive in our first Japanese port. In the meantime, you can check out these videos.